Hi, my name is Sven Jeuschede. I'm here today with the 4 Swedish MSUB women's soccer players. How are you guys today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm Clara Lindberg. I'm from Sweden, obviously. I'm from a pretty small town called Örnsköldsvik. It's in the northern part of Sweden, so I'm used to cold temperature and a lot of snow. And I've been playing soccer like my whole life. I also did a lot of other sports like tennis, golf, also floorball, which is kind of big in Sweden. And yeah, I think I've done like all the sports you can do. And here I'm studying biology, so I'm doing a biology major, which I think is like so interesting. I play midfield, center mid, and I think I've always played center mid. I know that when I was like 12, 13, I started to play more like the 6, like more defense center mid, because we have like when I play back home, usually it's like you either like more defense midfielder or you're more on the offense. I think here you can like be kind of both when we have the 6, 8, and 10, which I think is like so fun to like play the 8. So I've been playing I think I've been playing about 6, 8, and 10 here, and I think it's so fun having like different roles.
I'm Tuva Sallvin, also from Sweden, obviously. I am also from a quite small town. It's like, if you look on the map, I'm kind of in the middle, but considering Sweden is divided by population, I'm considered living in the north. Okay. So I've also played soccer pretty much my entire life. I also played handball, which is not a big sport in America, but it's actually really fun. And I am a marketing major. So yeah, I'm a goalkeeper. And I think I've actually played goalie my entire like soccer career. Like my first ever soccer practice, I remember like I insisted on, like my dad was my coach and I was like, please, like can I be the keeper? And he let me in.
My name is Vendela Andersson and from Sweden too. And my town is kind of like, compared to Billings, it's like 100,000 people living there. And the same as Tuva, like my town is like in the middle of Sweden, but counted as like in the northern part. And I also play like a lot of sports when I was younger, but like I always played like soccer, and I play like floorball, and I've done like taekwondo too. But yeah, and here at MSUB, I'm studying criminal justice, and my minor is psychology. So I'm a center back, and I've always been like in the back line. I actually played as a goalie when I was like little, but my mom and dad didn't want me to play goalie. So I ended up being a center back because I love to slide tackle.
My name is Emelie Moberg. I come from a city called Karlstad. And if you look at a map of Sweden, you will find it in between the capital of Sweden, Stockholm, and the capital of Norway, Oslo. And it's just above the biggest lake there in Sweden. And I'm used to having a lot of water around me, which is a big difference here in Montana. And that's where I've lived most of my life. I've played soccer since I was 6 years old, but I've also tried a lot of other sports, like the rest of the Swedes. Floorball, of course, track and field, some other sports that we don't have here in the US, and horseback riding, futsal. But soccer is what I love the most. So my side has always been the left side. I'm left-footed, and when I was younger, I was like running up and down, and I could never get tired. So I mean, I was a left midfielder or winger, and that's a position that I've kept on playing year after year. But here I've actually tried playing left defender as well. It's pretty much a new role to me. But I've also played left wing back in my club back in Sweden, and because we want the the wing backs to be very offensive and come up, because attacking is what I love the most. And here at MSUB, the left defenders or like wing backs, they're also very offensive and they should come up. And there were some really good moments for me when Haley Gertz found me with some P0 balls over and I could come running. So yeah, I love attacking and running. I will keep running up and down on that side.
You guys are in the middle of G-neck play right now, and you're just coming off a big overtime win on Saturday. How's the season going so far? How do you?
I think we're doing good. We had some, I don't know, games before that we like were really close to, and like some disappointments too, some loss. But I think this win really made a huge difference, like moving forward, and like really setting the tone for the next couple of matches.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of potential, and I mean, some of the results have not been what we wanted, but we're still like working hard and we're not giving up. We are continuing to improve as a team, and we're showing each other a lot of support, and like the people on the sideline is really cheering on and helping players on the field.
You are obviously all from Sweden. How did it help you guys to have teammates that are from the same country? Did it help a lot? Could you help each other out, give each other some tips? How about that?
Yeah, I think it's been like a huge like security, or like feeling like having something here that you have back home too. It's not only like the language, of course we like speak Swedish to each other too, and when we're alone, but also like share like same problems or like same feelings about situations, so just being able to discuss it with like someone else, I believe that makes like a huge difference sometimes. And just like, I don't know, I think we all have like experienced like some words in like Swedish and English is like totally different. Like we had like the same word for like learn and teach in Swedish. So it was like one practice, I asked, I think it was Abby on our team, if she could like learn me something. And she was like, no, I can teach you something, but I can't learn you something. And I had no idea there was like a difference between them. So it was just so funny.
Did any of you guys know each other beforehand, before you guys came here, or?
No.
No, not at all.
That's the most common question we get.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Are your cities kind of far away from each other, or?
I mean, ours is kind of close. It's like an hour-ish plus.
And you never played each other growing up or anything like
I
that?
think we did, but I didn't know her.
I played against you, Tuva.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember that. I just remember because, you know, it's like, recognize you because you're so tall. So like, that's the goalie I played against.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I know that we also have played against you, but I don't really remember. I just know your team, but yeah.
Yeah, and well, I haven't played against them because they belong to the northern part of Sweden, and I belong to a different like conference, or what you should call it.
So when Steven reached out to me, like he told me we already had like 3 Swedes on the team, so they all, I think you all reached out to me, yeah, and we like just talked. I asked like questions about like, well, obviously since I'm transferring out, I don't want to go somewhere where I don't want to be at again, so like I just asked like questions about like the team culture and like just how they liked it here and all that.
How about the other 3 of you? Like, how did you happen to get to MSUB, or how did you hear about MSUB?
But like we 3 have the same agency, and when you sign up for that agency, you like do some SAT, TOEFL test, and then coaches reach out to you, and you get like options for like different schools. You talk to the coaches, and like I don't know why you choose like.
Yeah, so I have been talking to different coaches, and some coaches, it was very one-sided, like either I was doing all the talking or they were doing all the talking. But when I talked to Steven, it was like a communication, it was a dialogue, and we kept on talking and the time just flew by, and I shared a lot of like ideas that he had, and it felt like someone that would be comfortable, like I would leave all my family and everyone, and I felt like it was the right fit for me. So the coach was a major aspect for me, and I had been looking on like I wanted some other international players as well, but there were no other on the team at that point. So I was so happy when Steven told me that he was talking to some other Swedes, and then I got in touch with them, and it was like exciting to see like would they also choose MSUB or would they go somewhere else, and so on.
Yeah, I was the second one who signed with MSUB, and I was talking to Emelie, and I was also talking to a graduated student, Ludwig, who's also from Sweden, who plays for the men's soccer team, and he said like this environment was like amazing. I think I also agree with Emelie. Like I feel like Steven really wanted to know you, not just wanted to recruit you just because you was a good like soccer player. He also wanted you to be on a team because your personality will like fit the team.
It just felt that like it had like kind of everything I looked for, both as a student, as a soccer player, and also like as a person too. Especially like the coaching staff and talking to Steven made me feel really safe to come here, because it's like a huge step, like going to another country. Because I felt like even though I like talked to everyone in the team and like talked to coaches and stuff, I really have no clue what I'm getting into. So I just think that like MSUB like fitted everything I looked for, and also it was like felt like so fun having 2 other Swedes on the team. So yeah.
Yeah, and that felt like an important aspect for me as well when I was talking to Steven, and I was asking him about travels and homework and school, and it seemed like it was a very dedicated team that could focus on both aspects, which is very important to me as well.
What are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the season? Do you have any individual goals or team goals? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we want to make it to GNAC playoffs.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we can.
Yeah, we have a lot of talent, and we played some GNAC teams last semester, and I feel like we have improved a lot this semester, and it's gonna be like interesting to see how it goes against Northwest Nazarene, because we struggled earlier, and I'm sure we can beat them this time.
My personal goal, I scored last semester, so I want to score again. That's my personal goal, but also like of course play as much as possible and just be like a good player for the team. We play well and like support the team too.
Why did you guys choose MSUB, especially coming from a different country? Any advice you can give to internationals why MSUB is a good place where you can be successful academically as well as athletically? Any tips you have for internationals and why this is a great institution and why it is a great choice to go take the college route?
This is the whole like school, MSUB, like soccer, like athletes, students are like a family. Like we care about each other, like we always want to make each other better, like on and off the field. We don't want anyone to fail, and like if we do mistakes on games or so, it's like we win or we lose together, and they support you. The coaching staff is always there for you.
I think like being both a student and an athlete, like MSUB is like well adapted to like fit both aspects. Like I've never had a problem with being both a student and an athlete, and I really appreciate that because I think it's like so important to get like both things to work.
I want to highlight Steven again because he's a coach that sees you as a person, and of course like soccer and all that stuff as well, but you really feel like you are cared for and he wants the best for you, and there is a lot of like different support systems here at MSUB as well, so if you're struggling, you're not gonna be alone, which is very important because you have the academic support center, great tutors there, and I like to hang out there just to do homework because it's such a nice environment, really good people. And we also have the student health services that you can go to and just talk to someone. So that's very important as well.
I think everyone's already said like the coaching staff is probably like the biggest why I even went here in the first place. Just being able to like, just for me as a goalkeeper too, for example, like we have 3 goalkeepers, like previous goalkeepers in the coaching staff. And usually if you're a goalkeeper on a team, you're most of the time forgotten just because like, I don't know, you just don't think about that you have to do different things. So like, I think it's great to just like, you're always seen.
Well, thanks to all of you guys. This was a lot of fun and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.